Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila B. Leno coming to you with a review of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 4, Episode 15. I will put the name of this episode in the description. So this episode picks up where it left off, where Zach comes in and he is upset. Hayden is provoking him, saying, I put your girl in jail. And he kept saying, oh, your girl in jail, she not getting out. When I tell you Zach turned around and bum rushed him, picked him up, was sliding him down the steps, beating him in the head, and Andy, stop it! Stop it! Stop it! I said, Andy, if you don't shut up, you just, girl, he not finna stop. He just finna keep commencing to beating him up. And then you can tell Zach was kind of tired because he kind of stepped out for him and then did a little 1-2 on his head, And then Hayden tried to do something, but it just didn't do right. Yeah, Hayden, it's okay. How your eye feel? Anyway, so the security guards come, they get Zach, and Zach is just like, yo, for some reason, he keeps saying, what did you do with Fatima? But Hayden already told Zach that Fatima was in jail. That's where she at, Zach. I mean, now you finna go to jail too because you are a felon. You have charges. So, yeah, sometimes it pays to keep you cool. But in this case, yeah, you need to go ahead and beat Hayden up again and again, like every time you see him, And so, Andy is trying to, diffuse the situation, tell Zach to calm down, telling Hayden not to call the police, don't do this. But Hayden is a old stinking some. He gonna do it anyway. He happy to call the police. Then, and then Zach is, Zach has 1-2 guards, right? So one of the guards, Zach is like, he weak. I guess the guard on the left is weak. He was just like, yeah, he weak. You better watch your back because I can get away from him, And, he just teasing at him and taunting him or whatever. And Hayden is scared. And Andy is in the middle, saying, she's going to do whatever she can to get you out of jail. Zach said he don't really care about jail. He's been there before. Fatima has always been there for him. He's going to be there for her. And yeah, so the police arrive and Hayden is taunting him, get this animal out of here. He's a wild animal. He's very aggressive. And the police asked Andy what happened. And she said, Hayden was like, he assaulted me. But Andy said they assaulted each other. So the police officer was like, well, who assaulted who first? And then she said Zach. So they took Zach to jail. All right, so while they were, commencing to take him to jail, Karen comes in. He's like, oh, my God. Why when Karen came in, the music changed? Why did the music change? Like, she is just some old Debbie Downer, miserable woman, But she really wasn't on that this time. She was just, Karen is in her head and in her feelings. So the police take him off, Andy is like, Zach, we're going to take care of this. We're going to try to take care of this, and Hayden is, still taunting him as he leaves. So then the scene changes to where, Andy was talking to Karen and she's like, what's going on? What's going on? And she was like, well, just come talk to me in my office. So they go into the office and Andy just told her, Zach is going to jail because he came up here to fight for Fatima, because Hayden is the one that's been bothering Fatima. Now Fatima is in jail and that's what's going on. And so she's like, oh, so he coming up here to fight for Fatima. And then she had made this comment making it seem like I don't need all of this. What'd she say? I don't need all of this drama today. Girl, you came in on them. You came up there looking for Andy. So you walked into the drama. It's not like the drama came to you. You went to the drama. But anyway, so they're talking and Andy is telling her, what's going on? Why are you here? Karen is saying that she isn't feeling good. She has a lot on her plate. She found out that either Aaron or Zach could be the father of her baby. And Andy is like, oh my God, she said it's too, they're so close, it's hard for her to tell. And she's just like, I don't know what to do. She said, how could I be so stupid, And Andy's like, shoot, we all been there. We all been stupid, And Andy is just like, so what are you going to do? Karen is just like, she don't know what to do. But Andy told Karen that, hey, that Aaron is a good guy. He will be happy to be the father of your child. He's going to take care of the child. But Karen's whole thing is, I don't know Aaron. The way that we got together, the way that his wife, she shot herself in front of her, everything just moves so fast with Aaron. She's comfortable with Zach. She knows Zach. Now Zach is confident. He has money. That's all she ever wanted for him. And she feels like she feels that Zach would be a good father because now he has everything that she ever wanted him to have. So now she's just kind of stuck in this whole dilemma. And Annie is like, you know what? We gonna be there for you. You just need to calm down, relax. You got your sisters. We gonna be here. Just the old pep talk. So she seems as though she kind of felt a little bit better because when she walked out, she ended up calling Aaron because Andy told her that she really needs to move on because Zach has moved on, so you need to move on too. What is the harm in actually having a relationship with Aaron? What's the harm in it? So she goes out and she calls Aaron on the phone. She's like, can you meet me at my house tonight? I'm almost there. Just, come meet me at the house. So that's what happens. All right, so Sabrina, she's in her office and she gets a phone call from Bayo. And she is so excited. You see how the music changes, it makes it happy. So she's just like, oh, how are you? How are you? He's happy to hear her beautiful voice. And, they're talking about getting together, meeting. And she was just like, well, I'm going to be with my girls. I can't meet you now, maybe later. And he's like, oh my God, I got to wait that long. She said, well, you could be waiting tomorrow. So he's just like, well, you know what? I can take it how I can get it. And, she's just like, meet me at my house. She's comfortable at her house. I don't know, but I don't think I would have him at my house so soon. I would kind of wait it out. But, that's Sabrina. So they're going to meet up after she goes out with her girls. All right. So Danny is at home. She's getting dressed. And she gets a phone call and it's Preston. Preston is outside of her door talking about he's coming to pick up the box. So she was just like, okay, she goes, open the door. He gets the box, open the box. It's something in there that ain't even his. He like, God dog, you got this many men coming through your house? And she was just like, maybe. But then before then, they had this whole conversation about the time and the date and all this stuff. He's supposed to have been coming over. And she was telling him, okay, you're acting like Zach. You can put away the Zach act. And he was like, me and Zach, we're friends. So, it is what it is. So it's almost as if they were trying. Danny was opening up the conversation so that Preston can I guess open up more in the conversation because she was saying, so is there anything else that you want to say? So he was just about to open up and say it. That's what it seemed. The conversation was going to be the conversation that we all wanted. But it didn't happen because Sabrina opens up the door. Danny like, dang, you sure do got perfect timing, So, he was just leaving. So Preston leaves on out the door. I was like, dang, can y'all ever get this together? Because out of all the relationships, we do want Danny and Preston to work. And we want Fatima and Zach to work. All them other relationships, that don't mean nothing to me. So they get, Preston leaves, Sabrina's there, they're talking or whatever, and then they're saying they're going to go and meet up with the girls or whatever, but they have to go to the store first. So they end up pretty much too much of anything. All right, so you have here the guys, they're back at the house. Mind you, that Q cooked. He cooked Maurice's favorite meal. And Maurice told his story about when he was younger, about how his mother abandoned him, how his mother's boyfriend, assaulted him when he was a kid. And now he done pulled on Calvin's heartstrings. Calvin is like, you can stay here, you can sleep on the couch. He said Maurice is an old grump, so you can still stay, don't forget what he's talking about. And Maurice is like, really, Calvin? You just want him to stay here because you seen his, Maurice gets very vulgar. Do you want him? You want him? Is he making you moist? Calvin is like, you know what? I don't have time for this. I'm finna get ready to go. Maurice like, you finna go? And then he had said, he as he was walking out, he was just like, so you gonna sit up here and let him stay here and now you're leaving? And then Calvin said, but before he robbed the bank, he had already was doing meth and he was robbing other people. And then that's when Q was like, dang, I did meth a few times. Boy, please, a meth head is a meth head. You did it, you did it. So Calvin, he leaves on out with his shiny pants on because he's going out. Now it just leaves the conversation with Q and Maurice. So Q was just like, you know what? I'll wash the dishes. You gonna help me? And Maurice is like, nah, man, I ain't helping you. You staying here rent free. You ain't paying no bills. That's the same thing. Rent free, ain't paying bills. I guess it's like water and gas. But anyway, so he was like, you gonna cook my food every day and you gonna wash dishes. And Maurice said, when I get home, I need my meal hot. He was like, yeah, you can get this meal hot. And he said, anything else you want, you can have too. He was like, what? Shut up. I don't want you like that. I don't want you. I don't care about your story. But Maurice, child, you can read it all over your face. It's written all over your face that story was getting to you. That's why you didn't even object to him staying, because normally this is Maurice's house, so he has the ability to be like, nope, Q, you ain't staying, But he pulled on your heartstrings too, and I guess he gonna be a live-in maid. All right, and whatever else you need, Maurice. Anyway. So then you have Karen. She's at the house. She's opening up the door for Aaron. Aaron loves ice cream. I think he like ice cream more than Karen like ice cream. So they have a seat. They sitting down. And, that was redundant. But anyway, so they're talking. And she really lets him know. She really lets him know how she feels. Because she knows that she has been dogging this man out. For the simple fact, she wanted Zach to be her, her child's father. But the realization is, she just told Aaron, I don't know you. Your wife was crazy. You put me in a lot of drama. My house got broken into. And we've just been moving so fast. So no, I don't want you to be the father of the child. I want to be Zach. I still have feelings for Zach. I still love Zach. Why did Aaron say, I know you love me? Where did they come from? I can feel it in your bones. It's written all over your face. Karen said, I don't know whose face you looking at, but that ain't love here. I don't even know you, But anyway, I don't know where Aaron has these delusions of grandeur. I have no idea. But anyway, so she just had to let him know, I'm going to be more open because we're in a situation, I am pregnant. Oh my God. And I want this ice cream and I want some pickles. So Aaron is just like, I'm going to be here for you. There is nothing more in life that I want than for you to have my baby. And then he was like, he a good catch. Karen said, okay, this ain't the time to be funny. But I mean, Karen, he is a good catch though. I mean, really, what woman wouldn't want a man to be at their every beck and call, that is so happy to be a father to your child, even though you're always been a butthole to him? I mean, hey, you got it. Just deal with it and just let it happen. Breathe and let it happen. Okay, so she wants these pickles. Aaron gets up and he gets pickles with an S. Not a pickle, pickles with this ice cream. All right. So then Andy is sitting in the office and she's trying to make these calls. She's like, oh my God, I'm trying to make these calls. Nobody is picking up. And then, the good old boy Aaron walks in, the savior of the night. So he's, he comes in, he sits down, and they're doing this whole back and forth. What's wrong? Nothing. And he's just like, Andy, I'm always open with you, tell me what's going on. So she finally says, okay, Fatima is in jail. Oh my God, why? Because she allegedly assaulted Hayden. He smiles like, yes, I would have paid money to see that. Well, she's in jail, and the Hayden knows the judge, and the judge won't let her out. He was like, okay, that ain't nothing but a phone call. You can go down there and get her. But hey, what you gonna do for me? So they have the whole back and forth. It is what it is. I got what you got for me. What you got? All this old. She gonna do what it do. And then she says, oh yeah, but Zach is in jail too, and it's kind of hard. And he does have previous arrest, assault, and robbery. And he was like, man, that might be a little hard, but he gonna try to do what he gotta do to get him out of jail too. So you owe me a 2 for 1. Then she said 2 for 10. Chill, is a 4 for 4. Is this Wendy's? what is going on? Anyway, so she said something named procreate. I don't know, but anyway. So she gonna hook a man up, cause shoot, they ain't saw each other in a long time. They got chemistry with each other, and so then he says he wants to fire Hayden because he don't even like Hayden. So he says he's going to go and talk with Hayden, but Hayden doesn't know that old Robin is the boss. So he said he's just going to go over there and play with him and just see what he's trying to do, because the reason why, because Andy was like, did you tell anybody? Does anybody know that we're, sleeping together? He was like, no, I don't tell nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? But Hayden is the one that knows. So he was like, oh yeah, I'm ready to fire him anyway, but I'm gonna go play with him a little bit, see what he knows, see what he's talking about. So he goes over there, he gonna take care of Andy, take care of Fatima. Hopefully he take care of Zach, and that's what that is. So Hayden, how your eye feel? So he on the phone calling Gary to tell Gary that Robin is here. And Robin is like, no, and Gary is saying, so are they sleeping together? Hayden don't know. Hayden said, well, they gotta be. I think they are. He's sleeping with Andy, and he's sleeping with Fatima. Get dog, is he sleeping with you too? Shoot. Anyway, so he over there, and then Gary is like, okay, well, I got some bad news for you. Zach seemed like he legit. Here go Hayden. Now he can't be that lucky. Well, I put my guy Jake on it. Jake is 100%. He my right hand man, and he says he's legit. Well, can you still get your SEC guy to look into it? I mean, do we really have to do that? Yes, because I really want to know. All right, well, I'll see what I can do. Okay, so Gary was like, you being really petty when it comes to this whole Fatima and Rob, what is it, Fatima and Zach, all that stuff. You being really petty. He said, remind me not to steal your bike. But what Hayden don't know is the boss is there. And then they had looked up, they talked about the whole deal with him being in London. And if he's in London, how is he able to travel back and forth? Maybe he's taking his client's settlement money. Y'all always coming up with some more evil Knievel type stuff. Anyway, so they gonna look and get their bubble busted, because Gary is like, well, I'm gonna look into it. Give me all the information you know about them. So here they go. They over there, snackling and giggling about what they gonna do, coming up with these old petty plans to put old Robin under. So yeah. All right. So Andy goes down to the courthouse. Fatima comes out. And she's just like, thank you so much for getting me out. Now I need to call Zach. And Andy is like, girl, you not gonna call Zach? Why I can't call Zach? Because Zach in jail too. Yeah, dog. I told you not to tell him, Andy. She said I didn't tell him. He came up to the office looking for you. And Hayden is the one that was like, your chick in jail. I put your chick in jail. So that's how he know, She was like, ooh, I can't stand him. Ooh, he just like, oh, Nat, I can't stand him either, Fatima. So she was just like, well, I need to go to the office because she has to get her phone that has all her contacts. And she was just like, okay, well, we can do that. But then she was just like, oh, Fatima also asked, how did you get me out? And then she said, Robin. And then Fatima kind of smiles like, oh, Robin, because we all know that she has this crush on Robin. And Andy also said, well, he's going to try to get Zach out too. So they kind of made her feel a little bit better. And then that's when she was like, before we go, do you think you can get me in to go see Zach? And she was just like, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Let me go over and talk to them and I'll see what we can do. All right. Now you have Danny and Sabrina there at the grocery store. So I guess they picking up peanut butter and jelly. I don't know what they doing. So they're walking around the store. And then you have these two women following them. They look like they're from whatever place that Bio is from. Matter of fact, they are, because Danny is like, why these two females following us? She was like, girl, they probably like my dress. Chill, you still got that dress on? Anyway, so she was just like, well, I don't know. And they taking pictures of us. So they walked up and they have the phone. They was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. And and then Danny think they talking to her. They was like, no, we're talking to you in the yellow dress. And Sabrina is like, me? Yes, you're so beautiful. Isn't your name Sabrina? She was like, yeah. How you know my name's Sabrina? Because you're on the cover of our magazine back home, our prints. Why did Danny snatch them people's phone? Danny, you can't go snatching folks' phone. Just because they not from the U.S. of A don't mean you can go take a people's phone. Anyway, so she take the phone and read it. Oh, Prince Bayo might have found his future queen. And they're just like, Danny is like, oh my God. So he a prince. And then Sabrina is like, he was telling the truth. A king that got his own money. So we gonna do Coming to America. Is this what this is? Is this Coming to America? I'm trying to pay my bride. Is this what this is? Tyler. So you Coming to American. All right. But anyway, I'm Sheila Bila. This is Sisters. Tyler Perry Sisters. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I know I didn't do the episode last week. I just be having a lot of stuff going on. My baby, she's a senior this year. We got to see your pictures. We trying to get outfits. We doing so much. But anyway, yes, y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. For my subscribers, for the newcomers, thank you so much, so much, so much. I love you all. Bye.